It's good. It's nice. Nice people.
Okay, nice. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. And Julieta, welcome to class. Julieta, how's it going?
Hi, it is going
Hey,
well, thanks.
nice. Good to hear. Um, what have you been up to today, Julieta?
Working,
Okay, nice. Um, with your father or your father's office?
mm, kind of, yes.
Okay, okay. Do you have any plans for the rest of the day?
Mm, no, I don't have.
Okay, okay. And we've also got Javier. Javier, how's it going?
I'm good, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. And Javier, what about you? What'd you do today?
Today I've studied because I'm preparing for the Cambridge exam, and mainly that's it. Yeah, was
Okay, all right. And when's the exam?
one in 2 months. I have the exam. Yeah.
Okay, 2 months. Nice. So we got a little bit of time. All right. And Julieta, so back a little bit. You said no, I don't have. Uh, One of the
Mm,
things, if somebody's asking if you have plans, you can say no, I don't. No, I don't have any. But you can't say no, I don't have. So you need
oh,
to add something after any if you're gonna say that. So no, I don't, or no, I don't have any. If
thanks.
that makes sense. Yeah. Um, and Adela, welcome to class. How's it going?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Okay, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. Um, what did you do today, Adela?
Well, a normal day, a relaxing day.
Okay, nice. Normal, relaxing day. Did you work?
Yeah, yes, I worked, but I didn't have students because they're finished
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So just planning and stuff.
relaxing.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. David, welcome to class. David, how's it going?
Hi Joshua, good morning. How are you doing?
Doing really well. Thanks for asking. And David, what about you? How's your day?
Not so much, it's just 9 a.m. I just did the breakfast, I organized bedroom, not so much.
Yeah. I just had breakfast, maybe.
I just had breakfast.
Yeah. And organized my room. Right. That makes sense. And so let's get started with today's class. To a short story. Um, and let's start with Krakita. Can you read the title and the author?
Yeah. The Last Night of the War by Ray Bradbury.
Good. Let's just jump into it. And let's start. Krakita, can you read the first 3 lines?
What would you do if you knew this was the last night of the war? What would I do? You mean seriously? Yes, seriously.
Nice. Really good pronunciation. Good reading. Javier,
Thank,
can you read the next 3?
thank you. Should I?
Javier,
Okay.
if we can.
I don't know. I hadn't thought. She turned the handle of the silver coffee pot toward him and placed the 2 cups in their saucers. He poured some coffee. In the background, the 2 small girls were playing blocks on the parlor rack in the light of the green hurricane lamps. There was an uneasy, clean aroma of brewed coffee in the evening air. Well, better start thinking about it, he said.
Okay. Hurricane.
Hurricane. A hurricane.
Hurricane.
Hurricane. Hurricane.
There's an easy. And then there's an easy, clean aroma.
There was an easy, clean aroma.
Yeah, good. So just that little pause with a comma.
Okay. Yeah. There was
Okay.
an easy, clean aroma. Okay.
And Heidi, can you read the rest of the page?
Well, better start thinking about it, he said. You don't mean it, said his wife. He nodded. A what? He shook his head. Another hydrogen or atom bomb. No, or gem warfare. None of those at all, he said, stirring his coffee slowly and staring into its black depths, but just the clothing of a book, let's say.
Good. And depths.
Depths.
Nice. Really well done. And maybe does anybody have any questions here on this first page?
What is a germ warfare?
It's an old expression, so it's actually not used too much anymore. I mean, does anybody have any idea what germ warfare might be?
Is maybe to our for virus, etc. or no?
By what?
No, chemical war, no.
Sort of. It's similar to chemical warfare. We actually call it biological warfare now.
Exactly.
Biological.
Virus, etc.
Yeah, so definitely viruses and bacteria.
Because germ is, I think, is same, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so germ is a virus or bacteria, and so they used to call it germ warfare. It's called biological warfare now. It's when you kill lots of people using. And anthrax, yeah, anthrax would be biological warfare. Good. Any other questions here?
Yeah, Joshua. What does the parlor rook means? I know that is like a saloon or something like that.
The parlor?
Yes.
I don't even. Oh, the parlor rug. Yeah, a parlor is kind of like a living room.
But maybe it's an old-fashioned living room or an old.
Yeah, it's an old-fashioned word.
Like more fancy word.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit more fancy.
I can imagine.
When did they write it?
I think it's back in the 60s or 70s. It's an older book, or older story. 1951. So it was published in 51. So a long time ago. Any other questions?
Yes. Why does it hurricane lamps?
A hurricane lamp. You know what? I don't even know what a hurricane lamp is. It would be
maybe a style of a lamp.
So it's a lantern, apparently. This is a hurricane lamp.
Okay.
Good question, though. And
more or less like a candle.
Yeah, a lantern, candle thing. Yeah. Other questions?
Plain boxes, plain Vigo.
Plain blocks. Anybody know what blocks are?
Bricks.
Yeah, like bricks. They're just wooden things that you use to build. So really, yeah, wooden toys. Any other questions? Okay. And where are we? Julieta, can you read the first 3 lines?
I don't think I understand. No, nor do I really. It's just a feeling. Sometimes it frightens me. Sometimes I'm not frightened at all, but peaceful. He glanced in at all girls, at he glanced in at the girls and their yellow hair shining in the bright lamping, and lowered his voice. I didn't say anything to you. It first happened about 4 nights ago. What?
Good. Lamplight.
Lamplight.
Good. Nicely done. Okay, and David, can you read the next paragraph?
Sure, Joshua. A dream I had. I dreamt that it was all going to be over, and a voice said it was. Not any kind of voice I can remember, but a voice anyway. And it said things would stop here on Earth. I didn't think too much about it when I awoke the next morning, but then I went to work, and the feeling was with me all day. I I catch Stan Willis looking out the window in the middle of the afternoon, and I said, "Penny, for your thoughts, Stan." And he said, "I had a dream last night," and before he even told me the dream, I knew what it was. I could have told him, but he told me, and I listened to him.
Nice. Okay,
Afternoon.
yeah, in the middle of the afternoon.
In the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Afternoon. We
It's an
almost
easy one.
emphasized. Yeah, but okay, good. And Amp, welcome to class. Amp, how's it going?
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Good to see you. Hey, thank you.
And Adela, can you read the next two paragraphs?
It was the same dream? Yes, I told Stan I had dreamed it too. He didn't seem surprised. He relaxed. In fact, then we started walking through the offices for the hell of it. It wasn't planned. We didn't say let's walk around. We just walked on our own, and everywhere we saw people looking at their desk or their hands or out the windows and not seeing what was in front of their eyes. I talked to a few of them, so did Stan.
Good. I talked to a few of them. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Can somebody summarize for Amp what we've read so far?
Maybe it's the last night on the war, and but the people, I think, don't know exactly what is the problem, what is the war, or that.
Don't know why. And so who are the main characters? Yes. Who's talking here?
I don't remember. They are two characters, no? Or it's a conversation, or?
Yeah, it's a conversation between a husband and a wife.
Yes, inside at home to take a coffee.
Yeah, and it's evening, and they're having coffee. Yeah. And so, does anybody have any other coffees or questions? Sorry. Go ahead. Adela, sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you gonna say?
It's they keep what can be do or can be changed, or when they died. No? I think it's a little strange.
Yeah, so he's asked her what she would do if it was the last night in the world, of the world. Okay. And
I have a question.
yeah, what's your question?
What does for the hell of it mean?
Just to do it without really having a reason. It's a pretty common expression. It's not really a curse. It's just, yeah, for the hell of it, just to do it. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. And Kritika,
Yes.
can you read the first? Whoa. Can you read the first part of this?
Yes, I can. And all of them had dreamed, all of them, the same dream with no difference. Do you believe in the dream? Yes, I'd never been more certain. And when will it stop? The world, I mean. Sometimes during the night for us, and then, as the night goes on around the world, those advancing portions will go too. It will take 24 hours for it all to go. They sat a while. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
They sat a while, not touching their coffee. Then they lifted it slowly and drank, looking at each other.
Nice.
Thank you.
And let's have Javier. Can you read the next part? Next half of the page.
Until where, sorry? Until...
So, from here.
Until the end, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Do we deserve this? She said. It's not a matter of deserving. It's just that things didn't work out. I noticed you didn't even argue about this. Why not? I guess I have a reason, she said. The same reason everyone at the office had. The same reason everyone at the office had? He nodded. I didn't want to say anything. It happened last night, and the women on the block are talking about it, just among themselves. She picked up the evening paper and held it toward him. There's nothing in the news about it. No, everyone knows. So what's the need? He took the paper and sat back in his chair, looking at the girls and then at her. Are you afraid?
Nice. Good job.
Thank you.
Any questions on this page? Okay. Maybe, Heidi, do you think that something like that would be published in the news, or would it not be? Heidi?
No, I don't.
No?
There's nothing in the news about it.
No. But would it in like the world where you live in now? Would something like that be published in the news, in the papers? What do you think, Julieta?
Yes, probably we will see the broadcasting live of the end of the earth.
Yeah, we would probably see the live broadcast. Yeah, I think so. And good. And let's go on to the next page. Okay, maybe not. And Heidi, can you read the first part of this?
No, not even for the children. I always thought I would be frightened to death, but I'm not. Where is that spirit of self? I asked you to please let us have the bigger. Then you did, but now it's more.
Did I go back?
We are the spirit of self-preservation, as scientists talk about so much. I don't know, you don't get too excited when you feel things are logical. This is logical, and nothing else but this could have happened from the way we've lived. We haven't been too bad, have you? Have we? No, nor enormously good. I suppose that's the trouble. We haven't been very much of anything except us, while a big part of the world was busy doing lots of quite awful things.
Yeah. Okay. And sounded pretty good. Maybe, Julieta, can you read the next part? Maybe here.
The girls were laughing in the parlour as they waved their hands and tumbled down their house of blocks. I always imagined people would be screwing in the streets at a time like this. I guess not. You don't scream about the real thing. Do you know, I won't miss anything but you and the girls. I never liked cities or autos, or
Autos.
factories, or my work, or anything except you three. I won't miss a thing except my family and perhaps the change in the weather and a glass of cool water when the weather is hot, or the luxury of sleeping, just little things really. How can we sit here and talk this way?
Good. Screaming in the streets.
Screaming in the streets.
Okay. And well, let's finish up, I guess. David, can you read the rest of this page?
I am lost, Joshua. From what part? Sorry.
Here.
Okay. Because there is nothing else to do. That is, of course, if there were, we'd be doing it. I suppose this is the first time in the history of the world that everyone has really known just what they were going to be doing during the last night.
Okay. Pretty straightforward. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay. And David,
Sure.
can you read the first two?
Mm-hmm. I wonder what everyone else will do now, this evening, for the next few hours. Go to a show, listen to the radio, watch the TV, play cards, put the children to bed, get to bed themselves, like always.
Good. And Amp, can you read until the end?
In a way, that's something to be proud of. Like always, we are not all bad. They sat at a moment and then he poured more coffee. Why do you suppose it's tonight? Because why not some night in the past 10 years in the last century, or 5 centuries ago, or 10? Maybe it's because it was never February 30th, 1951, ever before in history, and now it is, and that's it, because this day means more than any other day ever meant, and because it's the year when things are as they are all over the world, and that's why it's the end.
Good.
There are okay.
Nice job. Really great pronunciation. And Adela, can you read the next part?
Yes, there are bombers on their cars, both ways across the ocean tonight. They'll never see land again. That's part of the reason why. Well, he said, what shall it be? Wash the dishes? They washed the dishes carefully and stacked them away with special neatness. At 8:30 the girls were put to bed and kisses, good night, and a little light by their beds turned on and the door left a trifle open.
Good.
What shall it be?
Good. Kissed?
Kissed,
Kissed.
kissed,
Yeah. Make sure maybe get that T in. Kissed.
kissed,
Good. Perfect. Turned.
turn,
Turned.
turn,
D.
turn,
Turned.
turned,
Good. Turned.
turned. Okay.
Yeah. Don't forget the D. Don't leave the D sound out. But turned.
Turned.
Good. There you go. Okay. Any questions here?
Yeah, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
It said they washed the dishes carefully and stacked them away with special neatness. So I have a question like this word, where what is the difference between the special and special? Like when we use these two words, like
Don't use a special. It's an old word. We don't really use
okay,
it anymore.
okay,
Yeah, we just say it with special neatness.
okay. So we just need to use special, not special.
Yeah. If you want to say especially
Mm-hmm.
as an adverb, especially careful. So that would be the adverb, but
Special.
especially. But yeah, special neatness. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a special used like that. But any other questions? Okay. And Kritika, can you read until it?
Yes, I can. I wonder, said the husband, coming out and looking back, standing there with his pipe for a moment. What? If the door should be shut all the way, or it should be left just a little ajar so we can hear them if they call. I wonder if the children know, if any one mentioned anything to them. No, of course not. They had have asked us about it.
They'd have asked us.
Mhm.
Can you repeat that? They'd have asked us?
They have asked us?
They'd.
They'd. Okay, they'd.
They'd have asked us.
They, they'd have asked us.
Nice.
Mhm. This is they so uh, is this had or
They would.
they would have asked us. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Good question, though.
Mhm.
And Javier, can you read until anyway?
They sat and read the papers and talked and listened to some pretty music and then sat together by the fireplace looking at the charcoal embers as the clock struck 10:30 and 11 and 11:30. They thought of all the other people in the world who had spent their evening each in their own special way. "Well," he said at last, he kissed his wife for a long time. "We've been good for each other, anyway."
Good. Read the papers.
Read the papers.
Past tense there. Yeah, other than that, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Okay. Heidi, can you finish up the page?
Hmm. Do you want to cry? Do you want to cry? He asked. I don't think so. They went through the house and turned out the lights and locked the doors and went into the bedroom and stood into the night cool darkness undressing. She took the spread from the bed and folded it carefully over a chair, as always, and pushed back the covers. The sheets are so cool and clean and nice, she said. I'm tired.
Yeah. Good. Sounded good. Any questions on this page?
Yes, what does ajar mean?
Ajar is open, slightly open. There's a really bad joke in English about ajar, so you probably won't forget it. When is a door not a door? Does anybody know? When is a door not a door?
When it's ajar, I don't know.
Jar. Exactly. Good, I'm glad you liked that. Does anybody not understand this joke? Okay. Any other questions here? It's an American joke, I think. I'm not really sure though. Okay. And good. Finish up. And I think we're with, where are we? Who just finished reading? Was it you, Heidi?
Yeah?
Okay. And Giulietta, can you read the first three?
They got into bed and lay back. Wait a moment, she said. He heard her get up and go out into the back of the house, and then he heard the soft shuffling of a swinging door. A moment later she was back. I left the water running in the kitchen, she said. I turned the faucet off.
Good. Shuffling.
Shuffling.
Good. And other than that, you did a really good job. David, can you read the rest of it?
I don't know if he's back.
Oh, right. Amp, can you finish the story?
Okay. He heard her get up and go out into the back of the house, and then he heard, something about this was so funny that he had to laugh. She laughed with him, knowing what it was that she had done that was so funny. They stopped laughing and at last and lay in their cool night bed, their hands clasped, their heads together. "Good night," he said after a moment. "Good night," she said, adding softly, "dear."
Good. And that is the end of the story. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Okay. Adela, what do you think about this? Like, as far as realistic or kind of strange or outdated or, yeah, what do you think?
It's a little strange, but it's friendly. It's lovely because they spend the time together, no, the family. They don't know they spend the time what it was a normal night maybe, and I think it's tender that this point of view.
I think it's what? Tender?
Tender story.
Mhm.
Tender story.
Yeah, okay. Good. Kritiko, what about you? What do you think about it? Again, it's like outdated, or does it fit with, modern times? Is it strange? Does it seem realistic? Yeah, what do you think about it?
The story seems to be a normal talk between a husband and wife. It's a kind of situational story, which can happen anytime with anyone. It's not old. It's not modern. It's a situational kind of thing which can happen. So they are discussing about and themselves and what if the world ends. and what will happen. So
Okay.
it's a kind of situational thing. It's a kind, we can say, this is a kind of story which can people take for their theater acts. It's a kind of theater activity story.
Okay. Did you say at the beginning the story seems kind of stupid?
No, 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 I didn't say that. It's a kind of normal story, a normal discussion between a husband and a wife.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Good. And Javier, what do you think? Opinions?
Opinions. I mean, it's a kind of unrealistic history, no? So, I mean,
It's a
I'm
realistic
happy.
history?
Yeah, at the end of the last night on Earth. For me, yeah, it's not a. I mean, at the moment, it's not a real situation, but yeah, the history is quite tender and romantic as well, and yeah, I like it. But
Hey, what especially did you like about it?
what especially? Hmm. I mean, anything especially, everything. I mean, as a history, it's okay. I mean, I like the history as a whole, not one part or another part. Probably the relationship between the woman and the husband, no, the wife and the husband.
Okay. The relationship between the woman and the husband. Um, right. Julieta, what do you think?
Uh, it's a scary story.
A scary story?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
because there is no emotion. They are alien. I mean, I think
Uh-huh. Yeah,
they are resigned. I don't know.
yeah, they do seem really resigned, um, which was kind of striking. Yeah, maybe, what do you think, how would you react maybe differently in this situation? Or do you think it's a realistic reaction that they have, this like idea of being resigned about it? Does it seem honest?
No, no, it's totally unfair. I mean, I don't think talking with the neighbors. Uh, I think it's good for a dream or something like it is not real.
Not real. Okay. Um, I think that's a good point. I'm not sure if David's back. Amp, what about you? What's your opinion about all this?
Well, if the end of the world that they think that it reaction that they have is very pacific, well, and if something like that is coming, probably that it could be a good reaction and not be in panic or something
Hmm.
because you cannot do anything. So the best thing that you can do is just try to stay with your family. That is the the the, the people that you love, and yeah, to
Yeah.
just have the opportunity to share the last moments with them. I think that is not bad. What that the decision that
Yeah.
they are taking. Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of agree with their um, decision for sure. I think that's good. Um, it's just very specific. Okay. And does anybody else have anything else they'd like to say? Any other like opinions or ideas or questions or comments?
I want to say that they don't know what will happen. They are convinced of that, but because of nothing.
Well, because of the dream that everybody
Well,
had.
that's a good reason.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a strange thing, but I don't know if everybody that you knew had the same dream about the end of the world. I don't know. Would you
No
believe it?
one on the planet will say you are just go crazy. No, I don't know. I think that's impossible.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I would probably agree that it is impossible, but I don't know. I think that if everybody did have the same dream, I don't know. It's something that's a little bit beyond you.
I think I would say that there was something on the water.
Yeah, for sure. That could be it too. Okay. Anybody else? Any other ideas, questions, comments? Maybe.
Maybe he's a very relaxing person, or he's a practiced sometimes Oriental Zen, etc. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They do seem like really relaxed people, if nothing else. Yeah. Does anybody think they would do anything differently? Does anybody have anything different that they do on the last night of the world? You know, besides, would anybody talk to any of their friends or, try to do something different than just staying at home with your family?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, it's obviously a really hard question.
Yes, it's difficult to think about the possibility.
Okay. Yeah, definitely difficult. And, okay, so we've got only a couple minutes left, and doesn't seem wise to start something else. So maybe, Kritika, what are you going to do with the rest of your day?
Well, I will study.
Okay. Study English?
Yeah, I have to appear for my TOEFL exam, so I'm preparing for that. And I'm pretty busy studying all day for the TOEFL exam, so I have to clear it somehow for my physical therapy license, because I'm appearing for physical therapy exams, so they need a TOEFL exam before that.
Okay. And good. Yeah, well, good luck. Enjoy studying.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Adela, I think I'm probably with you. I don't know if I'd be so passive. I might be like resigned in a certain way, but I think I would go out definitely with my friends and try to be with other people.
Oh, great.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's so passive, the reaction of the family, but it's a story.
Yeah, it is a story. One of the things that I didn't like about the story is the fact that they seem too obsessed with family, I think family is good, and I would want to be with my family, but I would like to be with other people too. I think the woman's reaction of just like, you guys are the only things I love in the whole world, was a little bit excessive, but I don't know. Yeah, but for some people that's probably very true. But okay, and we are just about out of time. Thank you guys for coming in. Hopefully you enjoyed the story, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys again soon.
Thanks.
Teacher,
Bye-bye.
take care. Yeah,
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.